Shalom. Call hello Yahweh Bashim Yahushua Bashim HaKadosh. Double honors to the elder apostles and elder bishops of GMS, even the elders that came before them that tell us it's true. Shalom and salutations to all the brothers who pushing the word of truth and sincerity and hope for the lifetime of the brother / elder. And I just wanted to say a few words on Isaiah 11. I'm going to read right down here to 3. And I'm going to isolate something that I heard, right? Just through the Spirit. I was listening to, I believe it was Elder Yashawamba, Elder Wamba. And he read Isaiah 11 and 3. And it was this part that just caught my ear. So I wrote it down. All right. So let's take a look at it. Isaiah 11 and 3. Salakia 11 and 1. We'll start at 1. And we already know who this is talking about. It's talking about Yahushua, root of Jesse. Jesse begot David, right? I believe. If we go to Jesse begot David the king, right? Anyway, let's read it from the top. Isaiah 11 and 1. And there shall come forth a rod out of the stem of Jesse, and a branch shall grow out of its roots. Okay? Going into what? All right? What? The branches. Right? Wasn't there a camp called the Branches? Well, this is going into that olive tree, if you will, right? The branches are what? All Israel. All Israel. All Israel. Okay? This is confirmation of that. Yahushua, Israel. Okay? Anyway, and there shall come forth a rod out of the stem of Jesse, and a branch shall grow out of its root, out of his roots. All right? Same tree. As far as grafted back in, same tree. Just the branch. This is a wild branch, da-da-da-da. Okay, move on. And the Spirit of the Lord shall rest upon him. Right? Spirit of wisdom and understanding, the spirit of counsel and might, the spirit of knowledge and of the fear of the Lord, right? This is very important. And of the fear of the Lord. And what? This is what caught my ear. All right? Now, in the world, my job, right, or the family, I don't know, legacy is dealing with music. Anyway, there's what they call an ear musician, or somebody who learned how to play by ear. Right? Really what that is a heightened spiritual power, okay, where you're able to hone in on frequencies, phrases, pitches, right? They have something called perfect pitch. All of these things really are the flexing of spiritual power. Right? Some people don't need to read music in order to play it. What they're doing is they're exercising a great degree of spiritual power through music. Some people have mastery over it. Okay? So, let's read this. And shall make him of quick understanding in the fear of the Lord. That is what caught that frequency. I said, wait a minute, what? And instantly, to have this instant recall thing, right? Because that's a frequency, that whole line. And it hit me and it was like, wow. Instantly I was like, okay, I kept repeating it until I made it to the pen and paper. So write that down because you're going to say something about whatever it is. All right? So let me read the whole scripture. Isaiah 11 and 3. And shall make him of quick understanding in the fear of the Lord, and he shall not judge after the sight of his eyes, neither reprove after the hearing of his ears. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to examine some of these other versions to get a little more understanding. And what that's going to do is going to lead us right back to this one. Okay? And we'll get the most understanding out of this. Right? And not that, but this. And shall make him of quick understanding in the fear of the Lord. Right? That's what caught my... The fear of the Lord, that's one thing, but quick understanding in the fear, what is that? Okay, so anyway, let's go in. I'm trying not to just blow through it, so I'm trying to be measured, which I'm probably not. Okay, so let's read the NIV. And he will delight in the fear of the Lord. So there's a clue. And here's the whole thing. He will delight in obeying the Lord. Woo! He will delight, right? And shall make him of quick understanding in the fear of the Lord. What is the fear of the Lord? Right? What is it? What does the fear of the Most High make you do? It makes you submit. It makes you do what is pleasing. Because you fear the consequences. Right? And you have to be able to acknowledge that, reiterate that, profess that, acknowledge it. Right? Again, he will delight in obeying the Lord. Let's go a little deeper. His delight will be in the fear. He will delight in obeying. He will gladly bear the fear of the Lord. Gladly bear. And find pleasure in obeying him. Of quick understanding in the fear. What is, let's go back there. Shall make him of quick understanding in the fear. What does it mean to understand the fear of the Lord? Okay. You know what this actually means? And shall make him. The Most High made who? Yahushai. What? Quick in the understanding of the fear. Right? How did he do that? How does a father, let's see, I'm speaking as a son. How does a father make his son quick in the understanding of the fear of his father? He whoops that ass. See, this is about that ass whooping. If you don't have a father, you ain't got that ass whooping. Well, my mom used to whoop it. That's not the same ass whooping. Let me give you an example. Let me give you the example. Before the Most High whooped us, it pleased the Most High to bruise his son. So who did it? The Most High did it. How did he do it? Well, before he hung him by the hand of his sword, Esau, they thoroughly beat him down and tortured the shit out of him. Okay? This is what made him of quick understanding in the fear. Right? He will delight in obeying the Lord. See, as Solomon what did he do? He didn't delight in the fear. He didn't obey, right? It wasn't his greatest joy to obey. This Nick Salakia, Solomon, right, is a representation of us out here messing up and we need mercy. And we'll get it right in the kingdom. But Yahushua, right, took them stripes for who? For who he was as Solomon. Okay? And at that point, he was delighting. He's like this, oh no, I gotta do perfectly and take this ass whooping, be put to death so that I can complete this mission. All right? Now, what must we do? Okay? We must delight. We must delight in obeying the Lord. What does that entail? It entails an ass whooping. That's what, okay, a father, right? Spare the rod, spoil the child. I was telling my daughter, I've been going through this thing 2 months, telling my daughter, right, who was 16, when I was 14 and fucking up, getting kicked out of the house because I didn't want to play by the rules. I had to learn the hard way, and years later, while you're apologizing to your dad, now that you understand what real love is, where did the learning come from? It came from that ass whooping. Now you fear your dad. You teach fear. You have fear, you teach fear. Right? You're in fear of the Most High, you teach fear. You require that your children fear you. The fear of the Lord is manifold, it's manyfold. Okay? Why? Because there's order. Yahushua has a head. Why does he do perfectly? Because he understands the fear factor, the fear factor, right? We ought to obey the Most High rather than men. Why? That's easy. I mean, it's easy for the elect. For a nigga, crazy. He will delight in obeying the Lord. He will not judge by the appearance, nor make a decision based on hearsay. No, he can go through the protocol. Okay? Yahushua has all the facts. He has all the facts anyway. So, let's go back home, to be of quick understanding in the fear of the Lord. Right? After that first ass whooping from your dad, you understand quick. Right? What? That fear comes over you. You understand quick that if you don't do what you're instructed to do or commanded to do, here comes that ass whooping. A complete ass whooping with the preliminary torture, ending with being put to death. That right there produces a perfect. See, after you've gone through that, so you got to go through it, though. Got to get that ass whooped. And come out on the other side better. What does it mean to delight? To delight in what? In obeying. What is it? what we're doing is a small price to pay for the reward we're going to get. Let me look that up on the phone. Salaki. I'm going to get that, try to, and we'll go ahead and bear with me. Small price to pay for. Salaki. What in the hell was that? Very weird. Oh, wow. I just got locked out of my account. What's that? Salaki, bear with me. How does that happen? Okay, I see what I'm doing. Bear with me. Salaki. Um, might not be able to find this. It's not jumping in my lap. Salaki. I'm wording it wrong. So. Not bought with a price. What's this? Our affliction, what is it? Our affliction is light. Salakia. Let's see. For our light affliction. For our light. Salakia. Salakia. This thing is overpowering me. I think this is it. Call halal Yahweh Bashumi Hoshai. Stuck with it. Ah, call halal Yahweh Bashumi Hoshai. I wanted in the Bible Hub. So 2 Corinthians 4:17, for our light affliction, which is but for a moment, worketh for us a far more exceeding and eternal weight of glory. Let's see if there's more. While we look not at the things which are seen, but at the things which are not seen, for the things which are seen are temporal, but the things which are not seen are eternal. Let me go back. For our light affliction, which is but for a moment, worketh for us a far more exceeding and eternal weight of glory. Let me read that in the. What's happening to my little track here? But I'm going to pair it in. Seems to be skipping. I'm looking for. Bear with me, please. Article Shaw. Salaki Article Shaw. Where's the come on here. Where's the newer version? Amplified. This is the Amplified Bible. 2 Corinthians 4 and 17, it reads, "For our momentary light distress, this passing trouble, is producing for us an eternal weight of glory, of fullness, beyond all measure, surpassing all comparisons, a transcendent splendor, and an endless blessedness." That's pretty wordy. Christian Standard Bible. "For our momentary light affliction is producing for us an absolutely incomparable eternal weight of glory." Good News Translation. "And this small temporary trouble we suffer will bring us a tremendous and eternal glory much greater than the trouble." There it is. Okay, that little bit of trouble we're going through, what we're going to get in return is insurmountable. Okay, now, where did we start? Salak started at what the hell is that? Salaki. Where did that just go? Let me see. "We will delight in the fear. Shall make him of quick understanding." Okay? All that's left is trial by fire. What is the trial by fire? All that's left right now, Jacob's, you got to make it through Jacob's trouble. What is that? That's that ass whooping. You understand? And you have to delight in it. Guess what you have to do? You have to delight in obeying the Lord. Well, here's a direct order. And then we'll close. Matthew 24, and what? "But he that shall what? The same shall what?" Matthew 24 and 13. "But the one who perseveres to the end will be saved." Okay, so what do you have to do? Right? You got to make it all the way through. You understand? Got it? And what is that? You got to take that ass whooping. What does this mean? What did Yahushua do? Right before they put him, he took that ass whooping. The ass whooping is the fire. You have to. You have to see it for what it is. You have to be cool with it. One more time. One more time. Delight. You got to be cool with it. Delight in the fear of the Lord. What produces the fear? That ass whooping produces the fear of the Lord. You have to delight in the ass whooping. Right? Count it all joy knowing that ass whooping. Right? That's the quick understanding. You understand quick. Right? What? Order. How do you get that? You don't get it if your dad wasn't there whooping your ass. Got to thank him for that. You thought, he was abusing. See, they taught us, right, in the 90s, what they were doing was bad. I'm like, yeah, what you were doing was bad. I'm like, nah. That's what kept us straight. None of us are in prison. We're all gainfully employed. 4 young men. How did he do that? In the house with mom. How did he do it? Right? He wasn't righteous. He did it by whooping that ass. And when it was time to put a 14-year-old nigga out of the house, he didn't hesitate. It's called order. I was out of order. And then when you find yourself out of order, what do? You repent, acknowledge your offense, pray for forgiveness, and get back up in there. So with that, we hope that the electorate edifies your brothers and your sisters. Here comes that ass whooping. We got a delight in it. Right? Got to go through it. That's the fire. Tried in the fire. Shalom.